Hello and welcome to Ula Tea Leaf Readings. My name is Lenor and today I'm going to be reading your tea leaves. This is a horoscope for Aquarius. If Aquarius is your solar, lunar, ascendant / rising sign, then this is a message for you. Okay, let's get started. Let's see what these tea leaves have to say tonight. All right. So we have the Six of Cups, which has everything to do with, you guessed it, pleasure. This is, one of those luscious cards. Love, sensuality, exploration. Yeah, all of the things that we want to see. Okay. Yeah. And hopefully you are going to be indulging in some things that you want to do. I know it has not been the easiest little bit of time this last year or so. So we are getting back to ourselves, aren't we? Okay, so I look at this one. Immediately, I think it's like a person tied to the moon. We also have a moon right here. But this one, the phrase that popped into my head is dancing with the moon, okay? And so, I think that there's really the sense of an emotional encounter, courtship, kind of an enthralling type of love, maybe romantic, maybe a crush. Maybe this is, courting yourself, really indulging in some self-love on all levels, okay? But I see kind of just the splendor, the ease of really just being kind of enamored, laughing, giggling, enjoying, honoring, okay? This is a nice feeling. I think that, it's not necessarily, I don't feel like that romance or even this idea of getting into a place of deep love with yourself is always the first thing that is comes to mind for you. I think you have other things going on, as we all do. Yeah, does it sound nice to be in a good solid love affair with yourself? Of course, who wouldn't love that? But we're busy, life is busy, things come up, there's a lot of healing going on, excavating of self, trying to, just make it in the dang world, and not succumb to the stress of things and, and then a million other distractions. Never enough time, never enough sleep. So, when we do come into these places where, it's this is, it's like a cool air that blows in at the front of a storm, right? And it cuts that heat right down, and it feels like, you're taking your first breath after being tense and holding it for longer than you imagined, okay? All of a sudden, there's a cool quality to living, not too cold, but cool enough that you can kind of just, and I see in this there is just, there is that sense of ease. There's that, you know, almost like a feeling of being a bit adventurous. But I have to point this out because I keep looking, I'm like, how else can we see this? There is right here, it looks like maybe a bird holding like a sack, which usually is like kind of the stork, right? And over here we have, oh, that piece just fell right off. A feminine figure holding a baby. Okay, so this doesn't have to literally be that somebody is pregnant or trying to get pregnant. You or somebody in the family or a close friend, somebody in your life. But, you know, that might be the case. I don't know. There is a sense of fertility here, though. With the moon, I'm sure of it. This can be creative. Okay, this can be also a fertile place to begin a business, some kind of venture. Okay, you know, some of us, you know, when we start a new project, we really do think of it as like part of our family, part of like a child of some kind, something that you spend a lot of time, you know, figuring out, fostering, and growing it. And it can really feel like its own person in some ways. So, you know, I think that this is definitely in the air. And I think that, you know, a good time to begin things. If you are pregnant or there's somebody that is pregnant in your life, congratulations. But this doesn't have to all be about that, okay? And now down here, I wanted to show you, we have, this one looks like, I have to kind of like this right here. This one looks like a little fox, okay? So, we have a fox and then we have a turkey, a male turkey, and, my goodness. So, the fox, you know, there's cleverness there. Very sly, right? Sly fox. So, you know, I think that, I don't know if, I'm trying to think how to make this like, okay, this is your clever. And I don't think so though. I feel like this is almost, not a pleasurable experience, but kind of somebody who is like maybe from the past, or maybe somebody who you just have really been trying to shut out, and they really just keep trying to find their way in. With the turkey, I feel like that it's almost kind of like a peacock strutting around, trying to be the big boss of things, but really just annoying. Like, get out of here. You know, you don't belong in my life anymore. Go, hit the road. And that's the energy I feel. But I feel like they are kind of like this conniving energy. So just be mindful of that. I feel like they're really going to be trying to get in there. You know, I think just really, I don't know that they're trying to do anything negative, but really just want to commune with you. Be around you, you know, your energy is intoxicating. And I think that they really want to just get in there and be with you. Now, as we turn this figure to the side, it looks like a goose and a person holding a child who is kind of walking now. So, I don't know what the heck, but it's like, it reminds me of the nursery rhymes, right? Mother Goose kind of reading your child nursery rhymes as they're growing up. They're learning to walk. They're learning to balance themselves, like, you know. And I feel like really this is like a sense of love, appreciation, maybe looking back on your experience of raising your children, this place that is potent with happiness. I imagine, because this is true already, I have a 3-year-old. I look back on when she was a newborn, which was, you know, it's rough for everybody. But I barely remember how untethered I felt from the sleep deprivation and the hormones and things. And I remember all the good, you know, I want to cry when I think about, oh, she was so, you know, little and sweet and cute, and, you know, she just, whatever, you know, how we are about our children. And so I wonder if, you know, you're looking back at this time, remembering a place where it just feels like pure love. And if you don't have children, maybe this is, you know, looking back at your own childhood. Maybe you had a good childhood. Maybe you did not, but you still remember good things, you know. I talk a lot about my past, my childhood, the abuse and neglect, and my parents died and all these things. But you know what? I still think about a lot of the good stuff. I don't have a lot of memories of childhood in general, but there are some really good ones. So our brain just does that for us. It really finds a way to filter out some of that, you know, that hard stuff, and you know, deliver to us some of the things that you know, make us think, hey, you know, it wasn't all bad. We had some good times. There's some beautiful things. Okay, so now we have some numbers here. I have a 3 and a 3, and we have a 2. Okay, maybe a 12. So 3, 1, 2, and then there's a 3 right here. So double 3s and a 2 and a 1, and I don't know. Maybe those numbers mean something to you. I don't interpret the numbers very often on here. But because we all have our own relationship to numbers, don't we? And, you know, even just reading in the comments, you often will see like, oh, it means a life path. It's, you know, some sacred number. It's Gemantra. It's, you know, a Bible verse, or, you know, whatever it is. So we all have our own attachments to numbers. So I'm not going to, I usually don't do anything but just deliver it to you. Because I don't know. It could be different for each one of us. Okay, so we have a person carrying a torch of illumination, I think. But over here we have, it looks like a wolf. The wolf head. And then over here we have, it looks like maybe a pheasant, or one of those fighting chickens. Those ones are so pretty, and they know that they are. Have you ever seen? I don't know if they're all for fighting, but that's what I think of them, because they are very aggressive. I don't know. I have to look it up online, but they're beautiful. My daughter loves the pheasants too. We go to a place where they have a whole bunch of pheasants, and she is in love with them, and they have cute little hair. Some of them have like little blonde hair on the top. It looks nice. It's cute. So anyways, the wolf, of course. The wolf at the door, right? Again, I think this has to do with that sly fox of a person that is trying to get in. But I think with that person that has the torch, that is the torch of illumination. You already know what's going on. You are not going to be fooled. And get out of here, right? And that cock, you are ready to tear that whoever up, right? You're not going to let anybody get into your spot. It is, you know, it's over. It's been over for a reason. And it doesn't have to be a significant other or ex or anything like that. It could just be somebody who, you know, can't get over your friendship, or maybe it's a icky family member that just has nothing good to say. They have that evil eye going on. Oh, that's the other thing. Yes. Oops, I'm going to knock that over. The eye. Okay, we have the eye right here. So yeah, definitely that evil eye upon you. But you already know about it. So, you know, protect yourself. Do your cleansing rituals. Get an amulet or make a talisman, whatever it is that you do for that negative energy. You know, get it out of here. And that's that. Okay, so we have it looks like a few people like with their arms up. And I really see, oh my goodness, it almost just, in my mind, it looks like long pieces of grass. And then we have people who are like, almost like a devotional, like they're being drawn towards something. I also see here, we have a person kind of on their knees praying, looking up, okay? And even right here too. It looks like a person kind of leaning back, looking up. Person leaning back, looking up. So this is really, to me, it's showing that spirit is there. Spirit is making itself known. You know, focus on your prayers. Focus on your appeals. Focus on your gratitudes. Okay? The universe is looking out for you. It really is. And it is a good time to commune with it. You know, there's such a deep beauty in all of this. Even if it feels like there's not, you know, but we have that Six of Cups energy, and I just feel like, you know, there's just filled to the brim, right? Goodness. That pleasure to go do something you enjoy. Be somewhere you enjoy. You know. Okay, so we have these Divine Door cards. And they're really cool. They're all a different door. I'm going to just kind of stop where it feels right. It's a different door on each one. And this one's really pretty. I like that. There's, it looks like the moon. Okay. Right in line in the middle there of these beautiful open doors. And it says, draw down the moon. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild. Good night. Yeah. There you go. There you go. We were talking about that moon. It's all over the cup. Something is drawing your gaze above. Spirit, maybe. Maybe it's those nymphs, those wood nymphs. Forest spirits. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you so much for spending this time with me, Aquarius. Happy equinox. Spring, fall, wherever you are. Happy equinox. Into the new season. New things, new things. If you would be so kind as to like the video, it helps us get into the algorithm, and the algorithm kind of decides everything about everything about everything. So we like to make it happy by giving it the engagement that it wants, liking the video, sharing the video on other social media platforms, watching from the beginning to the end of the reading. All of these things are so helpful. If you have not subscribed yet, please think about doing that. You can hit the little bell. It'll let you know when the next readings are coming out. And if you want to leave a comment, please do. I read all of them. and they all mean a lot to me. I wouldn't be doing this without without those comments, because really I feel so in touch with the energies of each of you, and it really like and it comes into this collective ball of love and growth and healing, and you know, there's some anguish and grief and anger and whatever, all the emotions, they're there, right? As they should be. And you know, but together we, you know, raise the consciousness, and so I love hearing from you. So yeah, if you feel like you want to say something, please do. All right, I thank you, and we will talk in just a few days. Love ya.